Remember the epic battles and timeless heroes of Troy? Back in 2004, Brad Pitt as Achilles, Eric Bana as Hector, and Orlando Bloom as Paris captured our hearts in this legendary tale. Fast forward to 2025. Join us as we revisit the cast then and now, reliving the glory, the drama, and the nostalgia that still echoes today. Number 1. Julian Glover as Triopas. In 2004, at age 69, Julian Glover portrayed Triopas, the proud king of Thessaly and ally to Agamemnon in the epic battles of Troy. His commanding presence added depth to the Greek coalition. After Troy, he voiced in Strings, appeared in Mirrors, The Young Victoria, Game of Thrones as Grand Maester Pycelle, Tar, and The Laureate. Now, at 90 in 2025, he's still active, set to appear as William Huntley in the TV series Surface. Number 2. Brian Cox as Agamemnon. In 2004, at 58, Brian Cox embodied Agamemnon, the ambitious and ruthless king leading the Greek forces against Troy. His portrayal captured the tyrant's hunger for power. Post-Troy, he starred in Matchpoint, Zodiac, Deadwood, and earned acclaim as Logan Roy in Succession, winning a Golden Globe. In 2025 at 79, he's returning to the stage in The Score as Johann Sebastian Bach and performing as Adam Smith in a new Edinburgh Festival show. Number 3. Nathan Jones as Boagrius. In 2004 at 34, Nathan Jones played Boagrius, the massive Thessalian champion defeated by Achilles in a brutal duel. His imposing physique made the role memorable. After Troy, he starred as antagonist in The Protector, Fearless, Mad Max Fury Road, Furiosa, and Mortal Kombat. At 55 in 2025, he's active in action roles, recently reprising Rictus Erectus in Furiosa and filming Voltron. Number 4. Adonimarpis as Agamemnon's officer. In 2004 at 41, Adonimarpis took on Agamemnon's officer, a loyal subordinate in the Greek army's command. His performance added tension to war councils. After Troy, he played Soccer in Hidalgo. Abu Fayed in 24 appeared in Criminal Minds, CSI NY, and Dream of a Shadow. Now 62 in 2025, Marapis is working on the feature film The Last Palikari. Number 5. Jacob Smith as Messenger Boy. In 2004 at 14, Jacob Smith played the Messenger Boy, delivering urgent news amid the Trojan War's chaos. His youthful innocence contrasted the epic's violence. Post-Troy, he reprised Jake Baker in Cheaper by the Dozen 2, appeared in Without a Trace, and Secrets of a Small-Town Pilot. In 2025 at 35, there are no recent public activities noted, as he stepped away from acting after 2006. Number 6. Brad Pitt as Achilles. In 2004 at 41, Brad Pitt starred as Achilles, the invincible yet tormented Greek warrior driven by rage and honor in Troy. His athletic performance defined the film. Since then, Pitt won Oscars for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and produced Best Picture winners like 12 Years a Slave. Highlights include Moneyball, Fury, and Bullet Train. At 61 in 2025, he's starring in the hit film F1 and set to appear in The Riders directed by Edward Berger. Number 7. John Shrapnel as Nestor. In 2004 at 62, John Shrapnel portrayed Nestor, the wise and eloquent advisor to Agamemnon, offering counsel in the Greek camp. His dignified role grounded the epic. After Troy, he appeared in Elizabeth the Golden Age as Lord Howard, the Duchess, and TV series like Merlin, with his final role in King Charles III in 2017. Shrapnel passed away in 2020 at 77 from cancer. Number 8. Brendan Gleeson as Menelaus. In 2004 at 49, Brendan Gleeson played Menelaus, the betrayed king of Sparta seeking revenge for Helen's abduction. His fierce portrayal fueled the war's outset. Post-Troy, Gleeson starred as Mad-Eye Moody in Harry Potter, won an Emmy for Into the Storm, and earned an Oscar nod for The Banshees of Inisherin. In 2025 at 70, he's starring in the theater production The Weir in Dublin and London's West End. Number 9. Diane Kruger as Helen. In 2004 at 28, Diane Kruger embodied Helen, the beautiful queen whose elopement sparked the Trojan War, blending grace and regret. It was her breakthrough role. Afterward, she starred in *Inglourious Basterds*, won Cannes Best Actress for *In the Fade*, and led the Bridge series. At 49 in 2025, Kruger is starring in *Little Disasters*, *Each of Us*, *Dossier 137*, and narrating *Bluey* in German. Number 10. Eric Bana as Hector. In 2004 at 36, Eric Bana portrayed Hector, Troy's noble prince and devoted warrior defending his city with valor. His emotional depth shone in duels and family scenes. Since Troy, Bana starred in Munich, Star Trek as Nero, Lone Survivor, and the Dry series. At 57 in 2025, he's starring in the Netflix miniseries Untamed as a park detective in Yosemite National Park. Number 11. Orlando Bloom as Paris. In 2004 at 27, Orlando Bloom played Paris, the young Trojan prince whose abduction of Helen ignites the war, portraying a mix of romance, cowardice, and growth. His charismatic performance boosted his fame. After Troy, he starred in *Kingdom of Heaven*, reprised Will Turner in Pirate sequels, Legolas in the Hobbit trilogy, and led Carnival Row. At 48 in 2025, Bloom stars in Deep Cover and appears in post-production films like Wizards. Number 12. Mark Lewis Jones as Tecton. In 2004 at 40, Mark Lewis Jones portrayed Tecton, a formidable Greek warrior loyal to Agamemnon in the assault on Troy. His intense presence amplified battle sequences. Post-Troy, he starred in Robin Hood, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Chernobyl, Gangs of London, and Outlander as Tom Christie. At 60 in 2025, Jones appears in Out There as Caleb Williams and recent series like Baby Reindeer. Number 13. Garrett Hedlund as Patroclus. In 2004 at 20, Garrett Hedlund played Patroclus, Achilles' loyal cousin whose tragic death ignites vengeance in the war. His fresh energy captured the character's bravery. Post-Troy, he starred in Friday Night Lights, Four Brothers, Tron Legacy, On the Road, and Mudbound. At 40 in 2025, Hedlund balances acting with family and music, recently releasing the Desperation Road music video. Number 14. Sean Bean as Odysseus. In 2004 at 45, Sean Bean embodied Odysseus, the clever Greek king masterminding strategies against Troy. His charismatic role highlighted intellect amid chaos. After Troy, he shone as Ned Stark in Game of Thrones, in Black Death, and on stage as Macbeth. At 66 in 2025, Bean stars in the upcoming thriller Deep Cover. Number 15. Julie Christie as Thetis. In 2004 at 64, Julie Christie portrayed Thetis, Achilles' immortal mother, providing guidance and foresight. Her graceful performance added mythic depth. Post-Troy, she earned an Oscar nod for Away From Her, appeared in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and The Bookshop. At 85 in 2025, Christie enjoys retirement with no new projects announced. Number 16. James Cosmo as Glaucus. In 2004 at 56, James Cosmo played Glaucus, the fierce Trojan leader charging into battle with honor. His commanding presence intensified the fights. After Troy, he featured in The Last Legion as Jorah Mormont in Game of Thrones, Trainspotting 2, and Jack Ryan. At 77 in 2025, Cosmo starred in The Last Redemption. Number 17. Peter O'Toole as Priam. In 2004 at 72, Peter O'Toole portrayed Priam, Troy's grieving king begging for Hector's body in a heart-rending scene. His majestic delivery was unforgettable. Post-Troy, he earned an Oscar nomination for Venus and voiced Anton Ego in Ratatouille. O'Toole passed away in 2013 at 81 after a long illness. Number 18. Nigel Terry as Archeptolemus. In 2004 at 59, Nigel Terry portrayed Archeptolemus, the Trojan high priest, delivering ominous prophecies and advising King Priam during the siege. His authoritative demeanor heightened the film's tension. After Troy, Terry returned to theater with roles in Blue Remembered Hills and The Exonerated, plus audio work in Doctor Who. Terry passed away in 2015 at 69 from emphysema. Number 19. Trevor Eve as Velior. In 2004 at 53, Trevor Eve played Velior, a steadfast Trojan warrior fighting valiantly in the battles against the Greeks. His brief but intense role added to the epic's combat scenes. Post-Troy, he continued leading in Waking the Dead until 2011, starred in Framed, Death Comes to Pemberley, and Unforgotten. At 74 in 2025, Eve focuses on producing with no new acting projects announced. Number 20. Saffron Burrows as Andromache. In 2004 at 32, Saffron Burrows embodied Andromache, Hector's devoted wife enduring loss and fear amid the war's horrors. Her poignant performance captured maternal strength. Post-Troy, she starred in Reign Over Me, The Bank Job, Mozart in the Jungle, and You as Love's Mother. At 53 in 2025, Burrows is directing and acting, with Baghead recently released and new projects in development. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.